for the first of our 2 championship fights for the UFC Middleweight Championship. His career in the octagon has been all of 24 seconds. David Terrell against the experienced lone wolf known now as Evan Tanner. The soul assassin David Terrell shocked the mixed martial arts world in his UFC debut. Oh, he's down. And there it goes, quick. And it is all over. It is all over. When he knocked out longtime top middleweight contender and Team Quest member Matt "The Law" Lindland in 24 seconds at UFC 49.
It felt good. Man, once I fought in the UFC, I feel like I don't want to fight anywhere else. It's such a big show, the crowd, it just feels good,
Terrell was known as a world-class jiu-jitsu competitor, but he has made it known that his strikes are to be feared as well.
I've been doing stand-up since I started doing jiu-jitsu, I just don't want to be considered one of those fighters like one-dimensional, Man, if I can't take you down or get you in the ground, I'm going to be standing there really uncomfortable. I want to be one of those fighters that, if I have to stand up, I'll stand up. If I have to go to the ground, I can go to the ground.
Now Terrell faces another fighter who has trained in the past with Team Quest, Evan Tanner.
Him not being able to watch a lot of my fights definitely does give me the advantage.
It doesn't really matter how many tapes of mine or how many of my fights Dave Terrell watches. My technique has changed every time, and I've got so much more that I haven't been able to show.
Making his 12th UFC appearance, Evan Tanner is known for mauling people in the clinch and is dangerous with submissions on the ground. It is all over! Submission victory! Tanner moved down from the light heavyweight division to the middleweight division, enjoying immediate success, defeating the New York badass Phil Baroni twice.
I finally decided it was in my best interest to go ahead and drop down to 185, where I can be the larger, dominant fighter, physically dominant, and, it's paid off so far.
He then defeated slugger Ruthless Robbie Lawler by triangle choke in 2 minutes and 22 seconds of the first round at UFC 50.
It shouldn't be a surprise if I pull a submission hold from underneath, because that's really what I'm good at.
It's good that he's doing boxing, he's winning some of these fights with boxing and submissions, but he just fought 2 guys that were fought on 10% of their ability.
I've paid my dues, I've spent my time, this is going to be my day in the sun.
Am I supposed to be impressed with that? I'm not impressed at all.
Now, Tanner finally gets his shot at becoming the UFC World Middleweight Champion.
The fight's going to be brutal. None of that matters when we step in the ring. The fight's going to be brutal. I'm there to win. I want the title.
I want that belt too. There's no difference. Of course he's going to say he's hungry, So am I.
I've got a lot of experience on him. I've been in the UFC 10 times. We'll see how he holds up to that.
I got like 5 people out in a row. I don't know. We'll see after this fight.
I think I'm going home with the belt at the end of the night.
UFC middleweight champion. Sounds good.
Coming up next, the soul assassin David Terrell takes on Evan Tanner for the UFC World Middleweight Championship. Tale of the Tape brought to you by Zions, creators of the Nox CG3. The ultimate workout formula for extreme energy, strength, and recovery. Visit Zions.com. For the Middleweight Championship here in the UFC, the youngster is David Terrell. All else is even. Evan Tanner, experience in life, experience in the octagon, but will it be the difference?
Give your instructions in the backstage area. I expect you to follow rules at all times and make this a clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. Go back to your corners, touch gloves, come on, ready to fight.
Evan Tanner looks like he's ready to have some fun.
Looks like a samurai with that hair, dude.
Eddie Bravo will score the fight alongside with our judges. Evan Tanner, Herb Dean, our referee. David Terrell. The winner leaves with the middleweight championship belt. And here we go. Oh, high kick blocked and a smile on the face of Tanner.
High and hard.
Championship fight, Joe, so it's scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. We saw the lethalness of Terrell's hands. Spins and misses. KO by punches with great hand speed in just 24 seconds. Down the road at the MGM Grand in November against Matt Lindland.
Tanner looks like he's sizing him up here. He hasn't even tried to throw a strike yet. Just trying to see what's going on. Crowd's getting a little restless. Oh, He tries that Superman punch. Terrell goes for the takedown. He's got it.
Tried the Chuck Liddell Superman punch and right up his Tanner. High kick over the head. And another high kick.
Nice high kick that landed.
Terrell really trying to bring it to Tanner. Tried the Superman punch again. That straight left.
Tanner looks very composed in there, though, under the face of all this pressure. That's the experience. Ooh, he's locking a hold of an arm. Tanner sprawls his feet. Tanner proved to be a difficult test.
Now Tanner's clinch is outstanding.
Uh-oh, guillotine. He's got a guillotine. He's got it deep. David Terrell gets this on you, man. This might be it.
David Terrell.
It looks like he's got an arm in, but he can still submit him with the arm in. It's not the best position, but he can still submit him.
Can Tanner break
looks
free?
like he's in trouble. Terrell's not letting go. It's deep in there, too, man. That's deep under the neck. This might be it.
Can he survive? Can he survive? No, he's out.
Oh.
Wow, what a job done by Evan Tanner.
Evan Tanner is a warrior.
Listen to the crowd react.
Like I said, if David Terrell is the real deal, he's going to have to survive Evan Tanner. He's going to go through the fire with this guy.
And now Tanner in a nice position, half guard, but he's got Terrell up against the fence.
He's got to look out for the leg locks, too. David Terrell's got some nasty leg locks. Nice elbow.
Both of these guys have trained like maniacs, and now Tanner delivering some punishment to David Terrell. The jiu-jitsu man trying to choke out Evan Tanner. And Tanner fights through it.
Tanner landed some big punches.
Kind of like when Tanner avoided the early barrage of Phil Baroni. They were punches, not a submission attempt, but he fought through it.
David Terrell does not look very comfortable here. It's not like being dominated. You know, a lot of these guys that win quick and win big, they start believing that they are that guy. The guy that's going to just run over everybody. And when this happens, this is a very humiliating experience. And the guy, there's another dominant guy, is on top of you, pounding it out. That's the real test of your heart. And Evan Tanner right now is bringing big punches.
Terrell still trying to block the punches, but he can't get him in his guard. Now the half guard.
Tanner's sliding right through his guard, too. David Terrell's guard is wide open. He looks like he's bewildered here. He's just covering up. He's not even trying to get to his feet.
Still a lot of time remains in round one, Joe. Can David Terrell get out of this very precarious situation?
This is certainly a test.
David, I need you to fight back. I'll stop this fight. You need to protect yourself.
Dean said, I need you to try to get yourself out of this, or he's going to stop the fight. Fighter must be able to intelligently defend himself. Forearm shiver.
David Terrell is getting dominated here. He's not doing anything to protect himself. He's not doing anything to hold Evan Tanner down, to grab a hold of his upper body and pull him in, to secure a really tight guard or at least a tight lockdown on one leg in the half guard. He's not doing big
that one
shot.
landed big.
He's not used to being dominated.
He's got to survive another 37 seconds of this. Can he do it?
Herb looks very close to stopping this.
It is. No, Herb Dean. He's right there.
That's it.
It's all over.
He
It's
stopped
all
it.
over.
Oh,
Evan
my
Tanner
goodness.
is the middleweight champion of the world.
A dominating and humiliating defeat. Wow, Evan Tanner proving what experience, willpower, and heart will do. Survived a couple of rocky early moments to take over and just smash David Terrell.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes 35 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by TKO, and now, the new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Evan Tanner.
Evan Tanner